Hey, how's it going? Lois from Heaven. I had to do a video today. Bro, just came back from the hospital. ER actually. One of my cousins, I guess, came by today and, came by just to talk, whatever. And seen all the swelling and stuff, my body. And I was trying to explain to her that it's actually been going down. It was like because she didn't see how it was before. Like, dude, this was way, way worse before. She's she's not retired yet, but she's an RN, man, and she's a registered nurse, like for real, she makes bank. And she's like, no, it's not going, you gotta go back and get checked. And I'm like, well, I don't have my health insurance right now because I'm not working at this time right now because I can't, And so she told me don't worry about it. She's like, I'm gonna call an ambulance because you need to go back and, get a follow-up. So after me begging and pleading and telling her, like, please, I already know what it is. I don't need you to, I don't want to go back up there to the hospital, man. I'm just, she won't listen. So I went back to the hospital today. Yeah, basically, so the hospital I went to this time, we have two here in our town. One's called like St. Michael, which is the good one. St. Michael's like one of the top hospital, what do you call them? Like one of the top healthcare systems, like not just here in my town, like in the region. And we have another one called Wally. Well, actually, St. Michael's bought Wally out about a year ago. So Wally Medical isn't even there no more. So they're both St. Michael. Anyways, I went in there today, man. Go to the ER, man. Fucker, she called a hell ambulance, bro. I was like, oh my God. And that's actually my first time ever riding in the ambulance, because when I went to the doctor, I drove myself. I've never ridden in an ambulance before, bro. And it's crazy. They strap you down with the little straps. And dude, it just feels so freaking weird. Man, how they let you up and, wheel you out to the thing. And they took my blood pressure and everything inside the ambulance, which was elevated. Which I knew it was because, first of all, like I told you, I'm staying in a room with no AC, no heat right now. I mean, it's pure heat right now because the heat index today was like 103, I think. So super hot, man. And like I said, I don't have any ventilation there, no AC or anything. So, probably makes my body work double time just to stay cool. And then plus, with my scrotum swelling, oh yeah, I got some good news. My junk has went down so much. If you've been following my videos, you know that I've had a swelling around my, I'm just gonna say scrotum area. Dude, so I'm gonna tell you everything that happened when I went to the thing. They gave me, the doctors prescribed me some 3 pills, LASIK. Cause I gotta do a follow-up with another doctor, like a primary physician, which I don't have, but she's down there to give me, she's gonna try to give me with her doctor. But anyways, long story short, they gave me a pill called, actually put an IV in my arm, and it's called LASIK. I believe it's what it is. It's a diuretic. Man, bro, I have been I'm just gonna say passing water. I don't even want to say urinating. Bro, like every 30 minutes, bro, I've got to, and it's definitely have the swelling go down significantly. I was like, holy crap. The nurse lady told me that junk was no joke. She was like, yeah, you're gonna be like using the bathroom like a racehorse. I was like, what? In fact, this is embarrassing, man. And I hate to say this, but you can judge me, I don't care. Bro, I literally But now, looking back, so let me just get to the story. Oh man, bro, I pissed my, bro, I pissed myself 2 times, no lie, in the hospital. I am so embarrassed. I feel like a big ass kid, and she was like, "Oh no, don't worry about it." She seen all the swelling around my, Anyways, let me just get to the story. So, riding the ambulance, my first time ever been in a fucking ambulance. They take my blood pressure. Wow, your blood pressure is very elevated. I'm like, yeah, dude, I just came from a freaking hot box, bro. What do you think? I mean, not only that, but just getting out the house because I had to, kind of waddle my way through because, like I said, my scrotum, swelling. So we get to the hospital. They wheel me out, take all my information, blah, blah, blah. I don't have much of a medical history because I never really went to the doctors a lot. Like I told you, I've just been kind of skating through life. I've just been doing what I want to do. And like I never like broken a bone or had any kind of serious medical issue that made me have to go to the doctor. So, I don't have any medical history. It's kind of limited, but, basically they just took me in, went through the ER, got checked in, they hooked me up to a IV machine. Oh God, and then I had to oh my gosh. See, I'm afraid of needles, man. I hate needles. I hate pointy objects. Bro, they had the biggest IV needle I have ever seen. And this lady poked me in the arm with it. Boy, when I tell you, bro, you know what she did? I told her, is there any way to like dull the pain? I'm like, look, man, I'm not used to this type of junk. I got a phobia for needles. She was like, well, I can tourniquet it and it'll kind of numb your arm a little bit. You want to try that? I said, hell yeah. Dude, she did a double tourniquet on my upper arm to kind of like, dull the blood flow. So it wasn't, I still felt it, still hurt. I know I was looking like a little bitch in front of that nurse lady. I felt so bad, bro. But yeah, they hooked me up with IV, man, blood pressure machine, whatever. Oh yeah, and I gotta take some medication for my blood pressure. It was hella elevated. It was like, my shit was super high, like 177 over something. She said, like, damn, is that bad? Like, maybe not 177, but I don't know, man. I just know it was high. And so, they were working on getting it down, which it went down eventually because being in that cool air and just kind of chilling, But anyways, long story short. So, for a minute there, I was like in the hallway because I guess it was kind of packed today in the ER, man. She was like, I'm trying to wait for a room. The doctor came, one of the doctors came out. He asked me, what the problem was. They had already called it in from the ambulance, but they always double check. I told them I was just having, abdominal swelling. Oh yeah, they did an EKG on me, chest X-ray. What else? All that shit, just the EKG and chest X-ray. And yeah, and oh yeah, like I said, the blood work, And so basically, like I said, I told them that I had already been to a doctor about 4 months prior, and told them what the diagnosis was with that. And so, they just kind of cross-reference everything. Oh, and then check this out. So this is another shocker. He told me also I may have beginning symptoms of congestive heart failure. And now I have congestive heart failure that runs in my family. That's what my mom passed from, congestive heart failure. My dad had it and my grandmother. So I got a family history of it. And he told me that it could be that maybe I'm starting to show symptoms as well, along with the cirrhosis and all the other things. I'm like, oh my God, bro. So I guess that's pretty much like, yeah, you're living on borrowed time, bro. Better get your shit together. But anyways, of course I got to do some follow-up testing with another physician to get like a full-blown diagnosis, which I'm still debating on if I'm gonna do it or not, because even though my cousin said they'll pay for it for me, I'm not trying to put nobody in debt, man. Well, she's got insurance because And she's going to. I'll be going to her physician. I'm not sure how that'll work. She can add me to her thing or not. I'm not sure if that'll even be allowed. So I don't know. But anyways, yeah, man. So I'm in the hallway chilling. Waiting for a room to come up. And so she hadn't administered the drug yet. So so I was cool. I didn't have to use the bathroom, nothing. And just whatever. So finally a room came open. Actually, it wasn't. I thought it was gonna be just an empty room by myself. There was actually another lady in there. I'm not sure what happened to her, but she seemed like she was in a lot of pain. And then there was some dude, his old lady. They're in there with their kid. So I felt bad. So check this out, bro. I'm not lying. So she wheels me in the room. She's like, "So do you want a catheter?" I'm like, "The catheter? What the fuck's that?" And so she gave me this. It's like this. It's like this little jug thingy. You can urinate in. It's bigger than the bedpan, and she's like, because as soon as I administer this LASIK, I'm telling you, you're gonna be, needing to use the bathroom like crazy back to back. And I'm still thinking it ain't gonna be that bad. So I was like, yeah, let me get the catheter thingy, whatever. So anyway, she gave me two actually. And so, like I said, they did the EKG. What else was after the EKG? I did the chest X-ray first, then the EKG. Then, like I said, the room came open about 30 minutes later. I was falling asleep here. I was in there feeling good actually. And then, like I said, man, she put the LASIK, whatever, into my little IV thing in my arm, pumped it in. And like I told them I didn't have insurance. So I'm pretty sure they just trying to do the bare minimum, you know what I'm saying? To get me in and up out of there. Oh, and then the other lady came in, that talked to me about, do I have insurance? The financial aid lady. And so, I told her I don't have insurance right now and blah, blah, blah. And, like I said, that's how I know the bill was like $800 something, like $852. Like, holy crap. Probably because of the ambulance ride. I told my cousin if it's that serious, she could just drop me off there, hell. But anyways, did all that. And let me see what else. Okay, after she left, she gave me my little discharge papers. And so, yeah, like I said, I didn't know if I was gonna stay over or not, which I kind of felt I wasn't because I don't have insurance. I figured they'd just do the basics and get me on out of there. So yeah, basically what she did was give me the LASIK. Then she's like, okay, well, if you want, you can go ahead and start calling your ride. We'll discharge you. I'm like, damn, that quick? So I was like, okay. So I called my cousin. I know, dude, like I said, if I ever get into a bunch of money or just become rich one day or just some kind of, I definitely gotta buy him, hook him up with something, man. This dude, like I said, he goes above and beyond for me, man. Like, he's like the only person I can really count on, to be honest, bro. I called my cousin, I knew he had just got off work, and I was like, hey, dude, guess what, bro? I'm up here at the ER, wondering if I can catch a ride back home. They're about to discharge me. He's like, damn, what happened? I was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. What's the name? Wanted me to go up here and get checked out again. Even though I told her I just went to the doctor 4 months ago. But anyways, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, yeah, man, I'll be up there in about 30 minutes. I'm like, cool. So at this time, I already got the LASIK in my system. So at first, I didn't have to use the bathrooms. I just felt normal. And so, I told her that I had my ride coming. I was like, hey, do you think I can get a wheelchair? I can wheel to the front and wait for him. She was like, yeah, but what if you have to go to the bathroom? I'm like, that quick? Yeah, it'll happen. She's like, yeah, trust me. Once it kicks in, you're gonna be like, I was like, well, I guess I can wait back here and I have him text me when he comes and gets outside. Then I can just, get wheeled out. She's like, okay, that's cool. So she gave me this little catheter thing, 2 of them. And, she went and doing her thing. And so at first, bro, I'm telling you, man, I didn't feel any kind of, nothing weird. And I'm not even lying to you, dude. Like, about 10 minutes later, bro, it just felt like my bladder just all of a sudden feel like just overflowed, like out of nowhere. I was like, holy crap, I gotta use the bathroom. So, okay, so this is what messed me up. Bed set up, they had it at a weird angle. And so with my swelling, I couldn't really, so she gave me a blanket. She was like, well, you know, you can cover yourself. And what you do is just, you know, if you can get your part in here, you know, inside the thing, and I could just maneuver and try to urinate into it, you know, and then just close it off. So that sounded a lot easier than it was. Oh yeah, by the way, she didn't know how swollen my, like I told you, you know, I can't even aim right now because my junk just goes all over the place. Remember I told you guys that swelling messes with my aim, you know. So I'm trying to like get my junk in and, you know, do all this and that. And bro, I'm just saying, bro, it's coming like a flood, bro. Like somebody just opened the floodgates. Like I ain't never felt that type of pressure to urinate like all at once. And I was like, fuck. Like I'm serious up here like cussing, bro, with these people with their little kid next to me. And dude, I just could not hold it, bro. It just, I was trying to get my junk into the jar or the thing, and just what happened, bro? Next thing I know, it just started flowing. I said, oh my God, I just pissed my pants, bro. It's like, no way, bro. So I'm just basically urinating, bro. And I'm still the whole time trying to catch some of it in this little catheter thing. It was, bro, it looked so sad and messy. I was like, oh my God. And so, yeah, man, I had to I had to go with the flow. And man, I barely put anything inside that little plastic container. It's like, fuck. But anyway, I mean, you know, I was gonna leave anyway. So, well, as soon as I get home, I can put these in the damn, or back where I'm, you know, at now, I can put these in the damn washer, man. And, oh God, you know. And luckily I got another pair of clothes here. I had another pair of sweatpants. And so at this point, I was just kind of sitting there embarrassed. Luckily, like I said, she gave me that blanket, and I just had to cover my pants, bro, because I didn't want nobody to see. And of all the pants, man, I wore some baby blue sweatpants. Now, you know, when they get something like blue or baby blue gets wet, you can definitely see it. So I was like, yeah, man, I better, and I'll just try to cover up. In fact, I kept the blanket. I actually could keep the blanket, bro, because I didn't want to get Will through there with, you know, you know what I'm saying? People like, damn, did he pee on himself? So anyways, so I'm still sitting there waiting for my cousin to come. Just urinating on myself. I feel like a little kid, you know, feeling bad. I'm fucking disappointed in myself. And I just kept saying to myself, like, bro, I'm never coming back up here again. I already had told what's her name. I already knew what my symptoms were. It's like, bro, I swear this is my last time coming back to the hospital. Just so embarrassing, bro. And what's even worse, the nurse was actually hot too, Bill. I had a knot. It's like a little white chick, you know. But dude, she's probably like in her, you know, I'm gonna say early 20s, maybe I'll say early 20s, because she didn't look like she was much older than 22, 23. And I was like, fuck, man. It's embarrassing, bro. So she came and checked on me. She was like, were you able to use it? And bro, I didn't want to tear out pee to myself. Like, yeah, no problem, you know. And so she's like, okay, well, let me know when your ride comes. I'll take everything off and we'll get you out of here. All right, cool. I kid you not, bro. I don't know what kind of crazy medicine that is, but that shit is no joke. That's gotta be some kind of crazy, you know, water, super like conductive water pill, man. I kid you not. About 5 minutes later, I felt the same sensation, like my bladder just was like about to burst, bro. I said, seriously, just that quick? And so again, I tried to struggle with the damn little bottle, get my little junk in it, and bro, you can't make this up. For the second time, bro, I just could not get my junk to get into the bottle right. And I'm just I was like, God, you mean to tell me I just literally pissed myself twice in less than 30 minutes, bro? Just, and you know, I'm just like, bro. Now at this point, I'm just super embarrassed, and I'm just like, no. Freaking wheelchair over. Once I get up, she's gonna see that freaking bed. It's just all wet, and I'm just going, you know. So long story short, man, pissed myself twice. Cousin finally hit me up about 5 minutes after that. He's like, yeah, dude, I'm outside, bro. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I was, bro, so I was in such a hurry to get up out of there. I said, hey, nurse lady, you know, I seen her pass by. Thank goodness. Just happened to be by chance. I was like, yo, my ride's outside. I'm ready to go, man. I gotta go. And so, oh yeah, okay. So she got my discharge papers. You know, they had sent some medication they sent to CVS, which I didn't go pick it up yet because I'm broke. But like I said, my cousin said they were gonna get them for me. So probably tomorrow, I guess. They like I said, prescribed me more LASIK, potassium, and then some kind of pills for my blood pressure, because dude said my blood pressure was elevated. And then, like I said, now they want me to go do some follow-up tests to see about my heart. He told me some kind of test I need to take to see how my heart muscle, to take a picture of my heart muscle, to see, you know, if, I forgot what he was saying, but he said he suggests I, you know, have that done to either, you know, make sure that it's not congestive heart failure that I may be experiencing also. So I'm like, fuck, bro, you mean Tim, I got liver cirrhosis and this fucking other disease? Like, golly, double whammy, bro. Talk about double trouble. So yeah, man, anyways, nurse lady came and got me. I got up out that bed, bro, and then I just seen a big giant wet spot, and I just said, I'm so sorry, miss. I was like, yo, I was trying my best. Oh, sweetie, don't worry about it, love. You know, you're sick right now. You can't help it. She was so supportive, man. And that made me want to cry. So got up out of there, man. She went me to the front. Cousin came through, man. You know, I thought about that wheelchair so fast. I was like, bro, take me home. And then I told him everything, you know, what they said. He's like, damn, so now you got this too, bro? I thought you just had the liver thing. I'm like, yeah, man, it's something that's everything, bro. I don't even know, man. It's just like I'm just cursed. So now, like I said, man, today was just really, I don't know how to even say it, bro. Weird, embarrassing, you know, freaking unbelievable, you know, unbelievable day, bro. Can't believe I pissed myself at the hospital. I'm just so embarrassed, bro. And then, like I said, I'm back here again at the hot box. So yeah, man, if you ever think that, you know, you're having a bad day, just remember the time I pissed myself twice in the hospital with a hot nurse. And you can be like, you know what? Then that guy had a bad day. So I think, so your day may not be as bad as you think it is, you know. Thanks for listening, man. Like I said, I don't even know anymore. I'm just gonna have to soldier on, bro. You know, just gotta keep living until it's over. And at this point, it won't be long. So I don't know. But thanks for listening, man. Like I said, it's just been one hell of a day. Stay tuned for more uploads and, you know, updates, you know, concept stories, artwork when I get a chance. And, you know, hopefully, if you're having a bad day, like I said, become business versus mine. So stay blessed, man. Stay prayed up. Take care of you. Take care of your family. Take care of yourself, and just stay prayed up, bro. Catch you guys on the next video, update, vlog, thingy, whatever. So, guess peace out for now, and thanks for listening, watching, and all that good stuff. Peace.